So, good night everyone. 2014 TTQ is back again this year. We have a big show, big surprises this year, a lot of things happening this year. I'm sure our viewers out there, you've been following the show the last 2 years. This year the show has stepped up. We are going to take this show to other parts of the country. But after this, we're coming to Goroka. People in Goroka, our fans out there, we are coming there. You'll be hosting the Highlands Regional. Schools will be coming all the way from Hela, Enga, Western Highlands, Jiwaka, Simbu. They'll all be in Goroka for 4 unforgettable days. All right, and then the following month, we move over to Rabaul. It will be the Nguni Islands. Schools will be coming as far as Buka, West New Britain, Lihir, Manus. They'll be all traveling in, and West New Britain will be in Kokopo for another unforgettable 4 days there. And then we're going to move down to Madang, beautiful Madang. We'll be hosting the Momasa region titles there. Schools coming from Manus, East West Sepik, Madang and Ley. And then we'll finish the year off in the beautiful islands of Alatau. We'll be there doing the Papuan region. So ladies and gentlemen, our fans out there, 2014 will be big for TTQ, and I'm sure just as much as I am looking forward to, you are looking forward to that show as well. We have 4 schools here who would start this show with us. Firstly, up on stage, I would call up our participants. All right, this is Kila Kila, this is Belinda Andy. She is in grade 9 and she is 14 years old. All right, our next participant, Georgina, is in grade 12 and she is from Tokarara Secondary School. All right, our third group, we're going to call upon the member of the Geruhu Secondary School. It is Aunama Yui. She is 18 years old and is year 10. And then our final participant, we are going to call upon a member of the Port Moresby National High School. They're on that side. It is Bronco Delini. Bronco Delini. Grade 11, he is 18 years old and he wants to say he's from Hela province. You are? Yes. All right, quickly running through. Bronco, tell us, when you finish school, what do you want to be? All right, he wants to be an engineer. All right, what engineering? Civil engineering or mechanical? All right, he wants to do any of those two. All right, thank you. Yeah, give him a hand. Okay, over on my right here, we have the 2 schools. Aunama Yui, I believe you are from Geruhu. When you finish school, what do you want to do? You are from Central Province, are you? Yes. What do you want to do when you finish school? All right, she wants to be an astronomer. Wow. Whew. I can't ask any more questions than this. This is unbelievable. I'm sure one day we're going to have the first Papua New Guinean astronomer, and it's going to come from Geruhu. Good on you. All right, over to the far end, Kila Kila, Belinda Andy. What do you want to do when you finish school?
I want to be a scientist.
All right, she wants to be a scientist. Good, excellent. Right, and then we have Tokarara Georgina. What do you want to be when you finish school? Tell us.
I want to be a secondary school teacher.
Oh, she wants to be a secondary school teacher. Yes, got the teachers out there. Woo. Yes. We need more teachers because babies are born every single second. So we need more teachers in the country. Before we begin the show, the audience out there, you would understand the format of the show, but there's a slight change this year, which I'm going to bring this out. Firstly, we have 30 questions. They're questions 1 to 30, and then we have 3 rounds in them. Question number 1 to 10 is the easy round. Question number 11 to 20 is the intermediate round, and the final, the difficult round, is question 21 to 30. Now, what's going to happen is that this time the school are going to do this in groups. So there'll be 3 lots of them coming on stage. So in the first round, question 1 to 10 will be done by these guys here on stage, and then they're going to go off, and in the second round, round number 2, questions 11 to 20 will be done by the second lot. And then we'll finish off with a difficult round with a new lot. So there will be 3 lots from each school competing in this round. So that's a bit of an improvement from last year. And then one other big thing that happens this year is that the winner from this show, unlike last year, they would walk away with 500 kina cash. Complimentary prizes from our major sponsor, big roster, as well as education department. They will be giving out prizes as well. So 500 kina, do not forget, it's a big show coming up. I would see you right after the break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We're going to start our show tonight. These are the secondary schools here. We have Kila, we have Pomnets, we have Geruhu, and we have Tokarara competing for the 500 kina cash prize. This is the secondary category. Round number one begins. Coming to you is question number one. This is question number one. At which geographic point can the continent of Antarctica be found? A, the Tropic of Cancer. B, North Pole. C, South Pole. D, Tropic of Capricorn. At which geographic point can the continent of Antarctica be found? And your time starts now. Coming in quickly is Pomnets.
It's found in South Pole.
South Pole from Pomnets. Are you sure it is your correct answer? You want to go for that? Yep. All right. So you are going for C? Definitely?
Yes.
All right, let's go for C on this one. Yes, he's correct. He is the correct answer, and that was 5 points to Pomnets. And we move into question number two. All right, this is question two coming up. Humidity is the measure of what? A, the amount of water vapor in the air. B, rate at which water will condense. C, rate at which water will evaporate. D, the evaporation factor. Humidity is the measure of what? A, the amount of water vapor in the air. B, the rate at which water will condense. C, rate at which water will evaporate. D, the evaporation factor. Your time starts now. Coming in quickly is Tokarara secondary. Tokarara?
Amount of water vapor in the air.
Right, you want to go for what letter you're choosing? A, B?
A.
A, you want to go for A. Humidity. Look at the answers there. Are you sure it is A and not C?
Yeah, A.
A, you want to go for it. All right, A, let's lock that in for A. Yes, it's correct. A is the correct answer. All right, 5 points to Tokarara, and we move into question number 3. This is question number 3 coming up. What is the name of the chemical element that helps make blood red? A, cobalt. B, iron. C, oxygen. D, sodium. What is the name of the chemical element that helps make blood red? A, cobalt. B, iron. C, oxygen. D, sodium. Your time starts now. Coming in is Pomnets. On 5 points, if you go ahead and get this, you'll be moving up to 10 points. Remember, in the first round, you score 5 points. If you make a mistake, you'd lose 2 points.
I go for D, sodium.
Bronco, do you think D is the answer?
Yes.
Yes? You've done that in chemistry?
I think I've done it.
Yep. You sure? All right. We're going to log you for D on that one. Let's check this out. It is not correct. The answer is B. It's iron. Iron is what that makes blood red, and you take that a lot from eating vegetables or green leafy vegetables, as you know. All right, that was a mistake to Pomnets, and lose 2 points. Bring the score down to 3 points, and we move into question number 4. This is question number 4 coming up. How many people went missing on the Malaysian flight MH370 this year? A, 229. B, 239. C, 236. D, 232. How many people went missing on the Malaysian flight MH370? A, 229. B, 239. C, 236. D, 232. Your time starts now. Coming in quickly is Geru Secondary.
C.
You sure it is C?
Yeah.
Yeah? 236. You going to log that in? Okay, if you're happy, I'm going to log you in now. All right, logging you in on that one. Let's go for C. It is not 236, it is 239. Right? Those were the number of people who went missing. All right, you were 3 short of the correct answer. All right, we move into question number 5. Coming up is question number 5 now. All right, look at that. That's a picture question there. All right, it says, name this sport in that picture. A, boxing. B, kung fu. C, kickboxing. D. Thai boxing. Name this sport in the picture. A. Boxing. B. Kung Fu. C. Kickboxing. D. Thai boxing. Your time starts now. Pom Nets coming in on 3 points.
It's C. Kickboxing.
C. Kickboxing. Yeah?
Yes.
You sure you could identify someone in there? No?
Yeah, I could identify standing index.
Standing Nandex. Oh, okay, you could tell. All right. So you think it is kickboxing? All right. I have no question. If it is standing Nandex, by all means, let's go for C. Yes, C is the correct answer. All right. So it has brought the points up to 8 points. I think Pomnet's leading right now, and we'll move on to question number 6. This is question number 6 coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Think Tank Quiz Show. This is round number 1 of episode number 1. Up on your screen is question number 6. This is question 6. Which biblical character allegedly lost his strength when his hair was cut? A. Cain. B. Benjamin. C. Samson. D. Samuel. Which biblical character allegedly lost his strength when his hair was cut? A. Cain. B. Benjamin. C. Samson. D. Samuel. The time starts now. All right, Tokurara coming in. Georgina, what would be your answer?
C. Samson.
C. Samson. Yep, you want to stick with that?
Yes.
Sure, you've read the Bible.
Yes.
Good. All right, I'm going to log that in for that. C. Yes, C is the correct answer. That's it. So that takes the score of Tokurara Secondary to 10 points. And ladies and gentlemen, we are moving into question number 7. This is question number 7 coming up. Which town in the Highlands will be the only one to have a Big Rooster restaurant? A. Goroka. B. Mount Hagen. C. Mendi. D. Wabek. Pom Nets coming in on 8 points. Tell me, Big Rooster, where would you find a Big Rooster restaurant? There's none in the Highlands at the moment, but there's one just opened last week, I guess, or soon to be open.
I think it will be in Mount Hagen.
Yeah? How do you know? Do you see it?
I went there last year and they were trying to build a big building there for Big Rooster. So I hope that would be the answer. B.
You actually saw it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's sure he seen the building. Let me try this out, Big Rooster. Yes, correct. Mount Hagen. Definitely. All right. Next time you fly into Mount Hagen, make sure do not forget Big Rooster. Call into Big Rooster. Have a snack pack, and you can continue your journey. All right. Coming up is question number 8. This is question number 8. Solve this. 10 plus 2 times 5 brackets 3 minus 2 brackets. Solve this. 10 plus 2 times 5 brackets 3 minus 2 brackets. A. 20 is the answer. B. 15 is the answer. C. 60 is the answer. Or D. 120 is the answer. Which of those would be the answer to this problem there? All right. All right. Your time starts now. Tokurara coming in on 10 points.
A. 20.
A. 20. You sure?
Yes.
You've done this. You don't need a calculator.
Yep.
Oh, whoa. See, Ollie thinks he's very confident. Let's check this out. Yes, it's correct. 20 is the answer. A is the answer. Taking Tokurara on a big lead to 15 points. And we move into question number 9. The second last before these guys finish the first round. Rugby League sports question. Which NRL club did Ben Teo played for before joining the Broncos? A. West Tigers. B. Gold Coast Titans. C. Sydney Roosters. D. Penrith Panthers. All right? Rugby League fans, I'm sure you guys follow rugby league in this country. Which NRL club did Ben Teo played for before joining the Broncos? Your time starts now. Killa Killa Secondary coming in. Killa Killa, you desperately need some points. You want 0 points there. What would be your answer, Belinda?
I think it's B.
You think it is B. Gold Coast Titans? Yeah? You know Ben Teo? Yeah? He's this big Pacific Island looking New Zealander or Samoan, I don't know, but he looks like a Samoan. Which NRL club did he play for before joining the Broncos? And you think it is B, the Titans? Yes? You log that in?
Yeah.
Yeah? You follow rugby league? A little bit. Okay. Let's log in B for that one. Let's check this out. It is not B. The answer is West Tigers. All right. It is West Tigers. Right now he's playing for South Sydney, but before that, he played for West Tigers before he joined Broncos. All right. This is the final question coming up. Question number 10. Name this pop star and music celebrity. There's a picture over there. Beautiful looking person. A. Brian McKnight. B. Kirk Franklin. C. Jason Derulo. D. 50 Cent. Name this pop star and music celebrity. A. Brian McKnight. B. Kirk Franklin. C. Jason Derulo. D. 50 Cent. Who would that person be? Garu's secondary coming up.
C. Jason Derulo.
C. Jason Derulo. Yeah, you just look at his face. You think that person looks like Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah. You follow his music?
Not really.
Not really, but you just know that that's Jason.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you don't want to change for 50 Cent, I'm going to put my hand on the locking in button, and I'm going to lock you in. Yeah.
Yep.
Log that in. All right. She's adamant. She don't want to change her mind, and I am logging in Jason Derulo. Yes, she's correct. All right. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings to the end of round number 1, and up are the scores. Tokorara Secondary leading on 15 points, Pom Nets on 13 points, Garu Secondary on 3 points, and Kila Kila Secondary trailing on -2 points. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break from here. When we come back, we're going to begin round number 2 with a new lot of participants. I'll see you right after the break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round number 2 of the secondary category here. We have the team challenge here. This is the second team from each of those schools. Right now, Geru is on 3rd place, Pom Nets on 2nd place, and Kila Kila trailing with -2. And Tokorara Secondary leading now on 15 points. And I hope the next lot of people here, especially Tokorara, will take that lead further up. But anyway, we have 4 new participants from the school group. From Geru, we have Kupana Tamate. He is in year 11. He is 18 years old and he's from the Central Province. What do you want to be when you finish school? Quickly.
I just want to be an accountant.
Okay, an accountant. All right, going over to Kila Kila Secondary School. We have Belinda. Sorry, not Belinda. We have Bevan Hutuno. Doesn't look like Belinda. Bevan Hutuno. He is 17 years old. He is in grade 11. Quickly, what do you want to be when you finish school?
When I finish school, I want to be a pilot and a physics teacher.
Oh, pilot, physics teacher. Science, man, science. Heavy stuff. These guys knows it. All right, going over here. This is Pom Nets. Quickly, Pom Nets, this is Talita Saraba. All right, you are from Oro Central Mix?
Yes.
Yes? And what do you want to do when you finish school? You're 16 years old, I believe.
Yes. When I finish, I would like to become a civil engineer or learn how to fly a helicopter.
Wow, helicopter, civil engineering, man, she'll be in the bush doing all those mining exploration and building bridges. All right, our final participant, we have Jonathan Kabata. Jonathan, you are in year 12, I believe, and what do you want to do when you finish school?
I have a dream to become a physics teacher because I'm studying science.
Well, just look at these guys, they're all scientists up here. I'm getting scared, I'm getting squashed, but we'll see who's going to take the lead. You think you're going to maintain the lead on 15 points?
Well, thank you to the previous contestant, one of my colleagues. I'll try to take us further away from our opponents. Yeah.
All right, he wants to maintain that lead, right? Right, we're going to move into round number 2 now. Coming up is round number 2, question number 11. This is question number 11. When was the Bougainville copper mine discovered? A, in 1982. B, in 1964. C, in 1976. D, in 1962. When was the Bougainville copper mine discovered? It's a Papua New Guinea question. Geru Secondary coming in on 3 points.
I think it's C, 1976.
Yeah, you convinced? No? But you want to stick with C?
Yeah, stick with
Yeah?
C.
All right, if you're happy with C, then I'm going to lock you in now. Okay, logging in C on that one. It is not 1976. The answer is 1964. All right, So that was a mistake to Gerhard. They moved down to -1 and we move into question number 12. All right, in this second round, if you win, you score 10 points. If you make a mistake, you lose 4 points. All right. Which of Christ's apostle doubted the evidence before him? A. James. B. Peter. C. Thomas. D. Bartholomew. Which of Christ's disciples doubted the evidence before him? A. James. B. Peter. C. Thomas. D. Bartholomew. This is straight from the Bible. The time starts now. Gerhard Secondary School coming in again. Yep. Kupana?
It's 100% C, Thomas.
It's 100% C. Thomas is already given me no room to argue with him, and I'm logging him on C on that one. Yes, it's correct. C is the correct answer. Thomas the doubter. All right, so that takes his score back up to 9 points, and we move into question number 13. This is question 13 coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Think Tank Quiz Show right here from Crown Plaza in Port Moresby. We are coming to you. This is question number 13. What does B on the diagram represent? It's a picture question there. A. Objective lens. B. Ocular lens. C. Revolving nose piece. D. Light source. What does B on the diagram represent? Your time starts now. Killer Secondary. That diagram looks like a microscope. So you have the parts of the microscope. That B, the letter B, represents what?
C.
Yeah?
Sorry, D. The light
Bevan, you want
source.
to go for what?
D.
D. Light source.
Yes.
Have you seen the diagram before?
Yes.
You do. And you think the answer is D on that one. Yeah? Question 13. You want to keep that or you want to change your mind?
I'll keep it.
You want to keep it. All right, he is going for question 13 on this one. I'm logging him in on that. Let me go for that one. The answer is not D, it is A. All right, so that was a mistake. B there, it is the objective lens. You have two types of lens. The one you look through is the ocular. The one that revolves to the slide is the objective. So that was a mistake. We move into question number 14. This is question 14 coming up. What conditions prevail in an area that is described as arid? A, very unpredictable. B, very dry. C, very humid. D, very hot. Here is secondary coming in. What conditions prevail in an area that is described as arid? What would be your answer?
I'm gonna go for B, very dry.
Very dry. Yeah?
Yeah.
How about C, very humid? You've done that in geography. You sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with B.
B. All right, I'm going to log you in for B on that one. I think it's correct. B is the correct answer. Very dry. All right, anything that is described as arid means that it is unconducive for any growth or agricultural activity. So that was correct, and Geru is now on 19 points. We move into question number 15 on this one. All right, we are halfway now before this round ends. Which Asian sea is located between China, Philippines, Malaysia, and Vietnam? A, the Andaman Sea. B, the South China Sea. C, Bay of Bengal. D, Sea of Okhotsk. All right. This question was asked in one of our shows last year. By popular demand, it is back. Which Asian sea is located between China, Philippines, Malaysia, and Vietnam? And your time starts now. Asian geography here. You think about what you've done in terms of Asian geography. There is a sea that is located between those four countries. China, Philippines, Malaysia, Vietnam. Come on, you got 15 more seconds to go. 12 seconds, counting down. Anyone coming in? Remember, if you get this, you get 10 points. If you make a mistake, you lose 4 points. Final 4 seconds. 3. Anyone coming in? Take a guess. Oh, we pass. All right. Okay. We passed that. The answer is South China Sea. So no one gets this, and we move into question number 16. This is question 16 coming up. What stretch of a river is the final stage before reaching the river mouth? A, the estuary. B, the tributary. C, the channel. D, the delta. What stretch of a river is the final stage at the end of a river before it reaches? You could say the sea or another river. What do we call that? A, estuary. B, tributary. C, channel. D, delta. And your time starts now. What stretch of a river is the final stage before reaching the river mouth? You got 16 seconds left on the clock. You got final 8 seconds. Come on, you could guess. There's no harm in guessing. All right, you can get it right. Yes, Tokurara coming in on 15 points. Whew, tell us, what would be your answer on this one? It's a D. Yeah. You want to go for Delta. All right, if you're happy, I'm going to lock you in. All right, let's lock that in. It is not the correct answer. The answer is A, estuary. All right, estuary is the correct answer. So that was a mistake to Tokurara. Unfortunately, we move into question number 17. In which year was the first Soccer World Cup played? A, 1930. B, 1940. C, 1950. D, 1960. Soccer fans, in which year was the first Soccer World Cup played? A, 1930, B, 1940, C, 1950, and D, 1960. All right, your time starts now. Who's coming in? Soccer? I'm sure one of you here plays soccer. I don't know why you guys are waiting. In which year was the first Soccer World Cup played? Oh, you got 8 seconds? Come on. 6 seconds. Anyone logging in, take a guess. It won't kill you. Oh, how could you let that go? 1930. 1930 was the first World Cup soccer. All right, that was a mistake. Well, no one gets it right. It was a pass. We move into question number 18. This is question 18. Who was the 2012 Australian winner of The Voice musical reality talent show, coming through from Australia on Channel 9, broadcasted through our other sister TV station here? Who was the 2012 Australian winner of The Voice musical reality talent show? A, Darren Percival. B, Rachel Liaka. C, Sarah DiBono. D, Carice Eden. Who was the 2012 Australian winner of The Voice musical talent show? The time starts now. From Nets coming in. Yeah, Talitha, you want to take a guess? You don't watch this show, so that's what you're saying.
I watched it, but I didn't get
All right. So what? You want to go for C, D, Carice Eden? Yeah. How confident you are? Percentage? 90%, 80%. She's not confident. I think she's correct. Yes, D, Carice Eden. Wow. You must have a good memory, or your guess must be really good. You probably didn't finish the show, but you got a winner there. All right, Carice Eden. All right, we move into the second last question for this round number 2. What does a sommelier do? A, sow seeds. B, taste wine. C, catches eagles. D, tame snakes. If you're a sommelier, or if you're described as a sommelier, what do you do? A, sow seeds in the garden. B, taste wine. C, catches eagles. D, tame snakes. Your time starts now. What does a sommelier do? Sow seeds, taste wine, catches eagles, tame snakes. SOMMELIER. If you are that, then what do? You got 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Anyone guessing? Coming in? I know one of our audience out there knew the answer. It is B. You are a wine taster. All right? Yeah, you go around tasting wine and say this is good, this is bad. You're a sommelier. All right, that was a pass. We move into the final question. Question number 20. Seems the questions are getting harder and these guys are scared. But I think this is easy. What does this medical graph indicate? A, lungs movement. B, heart pumping. C, urine in bladder. D, brain signals. What does this medical graph indicate? You must have seen that in your science classes, grade 10, 11, 12. You should have seen that. A, lungs movement. B, heart pumping. C, urine. D, brain signals. The time starts now. Anyone coming in? There is a bit of a line across, and then you have a spike going up, and then it sort of comes down, and a little heel, and then moves across. What's that? 15 seconds left. Geru Secondary coming in on 19 points. What would that be? Kupana.
I'm gonna go for B, heart pumping.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That diagram looks familiar.
I think so.
For
I've seen it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go for B?
Yeah.
Right? Confident? So remember, if you get this wrong, you're going to lose 4 points. But if you get it right, you'll take a clear lead to 29 points.
I'm gonna take a shot and go for B.
You're going to go for B. All right, let's
Yeah.
take him out on this one. Yes, it's correct. Heart pumping. And I'm correct. Taking his score right up to 29 points. And that brings us to the end of round number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, up at the scores. Geru Secondary leading on 29 points. Home Nets not too far away on 23 points. Tokurara Secondary on 11. And Kila Kila still trailing on -6 points. Ladies and gentlemen, fans, the show is getting exciting. Remember, the winner here picks up 500 kina. So we'll take a break from here. Grab a cup of coffee or a Milo. We will see you on the other side of the break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers out there, thank you for coming back for the final round. Remember, this is the final round, the difficult round, questions number 21 to 30. And this is where the winner is decided. And remember, 500 kina are for grabs with complimentary prizes. And this is a difficult round. Up here on stage, we have the team, the final members of the team. From Geru Secondary, we have Peter John. He's in grade 12 and he's 16 years old. What do you want to do when you finish school?
I want to become a pilot.
You want to be a pilot? Oh, we've been having a lot of pilots coming through this show here. Congratulations, all the best in your study. You're in grade 12, so it is very important this year. All right, looking over to Kila Kila, we have Bevan. We have Alex. All right, Alex, what do you want to do when you finish school? I'm sure you are 19 years old. You're in year 12. This is your final year. All right, so Alex, tell us.
I would like to become a business administrator.
Well, he wants to be a business administrator when he finishes school. Good one. We need good administrators. Okay. So all the best in that one. And then over to my right, I have the member from Tokurara Secondary School, Shantika. A difficult name to pronounce. Haru. Shantika Haru. You are in grade 12 and you are 18 years old. Tell us what you want to be when you finish.
I want to be a doctor.
All right. Science, doctor, medical people, smart people. All right. This is the round for them. Okay. We have the final contestant from Pom Nets. We have Vanessa here. She's in year 12. Vanessa, tell us, you're 16 years old. When you finish school, what do you want to do?
I'm thinking of doing law.
You're thinking of doing law? Yeah.
Law accounting.
Congratulations. Thank you for coming onto the show. This is the final round. And we are going to get straight into question number 21. Coming up, it is question number 21. All right. What is the acceleration due to gravity? All right. Science question. A, 9.8 meters per second squared. B, 10.8 meters per second squared. C, 20 meters per second squared. D, 18.2 meters per second squared. What is the acceleration due to gravity? Physics, grade 11 and 12 physics. What would be your answer on this one? Coming in, Geru Secondary on 29 points. The constant for gravity, 9.8, 10.8, 20 or 18.2 meters per second squared.
I will go for A.
You want to go for A?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you sure it is 9.8?
Yes.
Yep. You've learned them at school.
Yes.
Wow, no question. All right, let's go for A on this one. Yes, it's correct. 9.8 meters per second squared. And that gives you, remember, you get 15 points from this round. So it has taken the score right up to 44. If you make a mistake on this, you lose 6 points. All right. Now, moving into question number 22. This is question 22 coming up. Which English soccer club was originally known as the Newtown or Newton Heath? A, Huddersfield. B. Hull FC. C. Liverpool. D. Manchester United. Which English soccer club was originally previously known as Newton Heath? A. Huddersfield. B. Hull FC. C. Liverpool. And D. Manchester United. Your time starts now. Killer secondary coming in on -6 points.
I love soccer and I'm pretty sure it's D, Manchester United.
Yeah? Alex, you love soccer, you play soccer, and you sure it is D. Oh, I don't play soccer, why should I argue with you? I think it's the correct answer, yes, Manchester United. All right, so that takes the score up to 9 points, and we move into question number 23. This is question number 23 coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Think Tank Quiz Show. This is the secondary category coming to you all the way from Crown Plaza here in the nation's capital. This is question 23. What are lines called which always have the same distance between them? A. Convergent. B. Parallel. C. Infinite. D. Equilateral. What are lines called which always have the same distance between them? A. Convergent. B. Parallel lines. C. Infinite. D. Equilateral lines. What do we call it? Mathematics. Home nets on 23 points. Vanessa, it's your take.
I think it's. I think it's B.
You think it is D?
B.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah? You sure? You want to keep that? You want to change your mind? You want to keep it? All right? She thinks it is parallel lines. All right? Algerian. I think she's correct. Yes. B is the correct answer. Lines which have the same distance between them are called parallel lines. Right. We move into question number 24. This is question 24 coming up. What is derived by the use of the formula nr squared? All right, we're into some maths here. These guys are scientists. They want to be scientists. So let's give them what they like. What is derived by the use of the formula nr squared? A. Length of a tangent. B. Volume of a pyramid. C. Width of a rhombus. D. Area of a circle. That formula there is used to calculate one of those. Length of a tangent, volume of a pyramid, width of a rhombus, D. Area of a circle. nr squared. Your time starts now. Killer secondary coming in on 9 points. Alex?
I don't think it's length of a tangent. And I don't think it's a volume of a pyramid. I'll go with area of a circle.
Yep.
Yep.
You're sure it is not C? Width of a rhombus? No?
No.
No? You're definitely sure. You've done it in class.
Yeah.
D.
I'll
Alright,
go-
let's
I'll
lock
go
that
with
in.
D.
I think he's correct. D. Area of a circle. Yes. nr squared is used to calculate the area of a circle. Alright. So we move into question number 25. This is question number 25 here. Let's get away from the difficult science stuff and do some fun stuff. What was the title of the song that Guy Sebastian did a feat with Jordan Sparks? A. Like It Like That. B. Don't Worry, Be Happy. C. Out of Love. D. Who's That Girl? What was the title of the song that Guy Sebastian, one of the famous singers from Australia, won one of the Australian Idols many years back? He's a star now. He did a feat with Jordan Sparks in America. What was that song? Like It Like That. Don't Be Happy. B. C. Out of Love. D. Who's That Girl? Your time starts now. From Nets coming in. Vanessa?
It's not D. It's can't be. I think it's C. I haven't heard it, but I just
You think it is C. You haven't heard that song?
no.
But how do you know it is C?
I don't know. I just think it's C.
Yeah? Okay. But you know Guy Sebastian.
Yeah.
So you want to go for C.
Yeah.
All right, let's log her in. I think she is correct. Yes. Art of Love. All right, that was a feat that was done with Jordan Sparks. And taking Pom Nets all the way to 53. I don't know who's leading. It could be Pom Nets. All right, let's get into question number 26. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Think Tank Quiz Show right here from the nation's capital. We are coming to you from Crown Plaza. This is question number 26. What lines on maps join points of similar height? A. Bridle path. B. Isobars. C. Grid references. D. Contour lines. What lines on maps join points of similar height? A. Bridle path. B. Isobars. C. Grid references. D. Contour lines. Grade 11 and 12 senior geography. Home nets on 53 points. Vanessa, if you get 10 points or 15 points from this one, your score would be up to 68 points and you can take this show. You could win the $500 that I'm talking about.
I don't take geography, but I think it's D.
Yeah,
I think
you think. So what do you think?
D.
D. So you want to check, how about B? D, not just above D, is B. Why do you think it's not isobars and it's D? It's bars. So you want to stick with D?
Yeah.
All right, logging in there. I think this is correct. Come to a line. Yes, taking a score up to 68 points. And right now, I'm not wrong. Home Nets taking this lead on 68 points. And we have 4 more questions to go before someone can overtake Home Nets and take the 500 kin away from her hand. All right, we move into question number 26. This is question number 26 coming up. Simplify this. 2 over 4 plus 3 over 3 minus 1 over 2. It's a simple grade 4 fraction. 2 over 4 plus 3 over 3 minus 1 over 2. Simplify this. A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4. The time starts now. Home Nets, my heart is beating when you buzz us in. And I know this 500 kin will be yours, but if you make a mistake on this, then someone can snatch it off you.
2 and 4 is half plus 1, that's 1.5 minus half is 1, so 8.
You sure it is? You've done the maths. You don't need a calculator. You don't even need your maths teachers.
Yeah, it's A.
It is A. Right, you are confident and my hand is going down. I think she is correct with A, yes! 1 is the correct answer. And Home Nets almost nearing the half a century mark over that 83. If you keep going, you could hit 100. And we give special recognition to people who win on 100 points. All right, this is question number 28 coming up. Which record did Jonathan Thurston break in the Origin Games last year? We have a State of Origin coming up. But Rugby League, which record did Jonathan Thurston break in the Origin Games last year? A, played the most consecutive Origin Games. B, first player to wear a headgear consecutively in Origin Games. C, the highest goal kicking points in Origin. D, has the most try assist in Origin Games. Which of these statistics qualify Jonathan Thurston as a record that he broke last year in the Maroons' victory of 2013 Origin? Your time starts now. Home Nets coming in on 83 points.
I think it's A.
A.
Can't be B.
Yeah, you watch rugby league? Yeah,
Sort of.
sort of. Girls these days play rugby league. You don't play rugby league?
No.
Okay. Right. But you want to go for
A.
A. Play the most consecutive Origin games. Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to log that in? Sure?
Yeah.
Question number 28, and you want to go for A. All right, let's log that in. I think C is correct. Yes, A is the correct answer. Play the most consecutive Origin games, taking a score up to 98, too shy from a 100 mark. All right, Home Nets doing very well here. Hopefully, we could finish off in the last 2 questions, hopefully from our other participants. This is question number 29. The carpal bones are found in which part of the human body? A, wrist. B, toes. C, neck. D, back. The carpal bones, scientifically called carpal bones, are found in which part of the human body? In layman's term, is that wrist, is that a toes, is that a neck, or the back? Your time starts now. Tokrara coming in on 11 points.
It's B.
Chantika, you think it is B?
No, A.
You've changed from B to A. Yeah? You sure? All right, logging in A on that one, yep. Okay, let's go for that one. I think she's correct, yes. A is the correct answer. It is the wrist. The bones around the wrist area are called carpal bones. All right, so that was 26 points to Tokrara. And ladies and gentlemen, drums are rolling and we are moving into the final question of the round. Remember, 500 kina is at stake for this one. What is the title of this Makoma song? All right, there is a song coming up. A. Napesio. B. Yesu Namira. C. Butu Namuyu. D. Nanana Yo. We have our first music question coming out. You guys enjoying the music? Come on, bouncing in. All right, Killer Secondary coming in on this one. What was the title of that Makoma song that you've just heard? A. Na Pesio. B. Yesu Namira. C. Butu Namuyi. D. Nana Na Yo. I'm not sure about my pronunciation, but I know one of them is the correct answer there. All right, what would be your answer?
I think it's a very simple question. Everybody here would know that, and it's A, Na Pesio.
Yeah? You sure it is A?
I'm 100% sure.
You 100% sure?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to log you in now. Are you sure? If you're happy, I'm going to log you in. I don't think it is A. The answer is C. Butu Namuyo. That is the title of that song that you just heard. All right. Well, that was a mistake to Killer Secondary. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just finished our show tonight. Up at the scores, Pom Nets finishing on 98 points. Geru Secondary on 44. Tokrara on 26 points. Killer on 18 points. And congratulations to Port Moresby National High School to be our winner for this secondary round. Our viewers out there, we found a winner in our first show for 2014 at the Port Moresby National High School. Very exciting segment coming up in the final segment, which is the pricing segment. Do not go away. You take a quick break and we'll be back for the pricing segment. Remember, 500 kina will be awarded to the Pom Nets team. We'll see you right after the break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers out there, welcome back to the important part of this round, the pricing segment. I'm sure you've enjoyed the show. The show was getting really exciting, and I'm sure you waited for that winner. And finally, we've got Port Moresby National High School finishing off on 98 points in our first episode for 2014. And they are the winners of the 500 kina cash prize to the team. And here on stage, we have the team from Port Moresby National High Schools. They are in yellow uniform, and I'm sure they've worked so hard as a team to win the first prize among this competition. And on stage, on behalf of our major sponsor, the Department of Education and Big Rooster, we are so grateful to award the winning prize to the members of the Port Moresby National High School team. All right, thank you very much for being our winners tonight. All right. And this is your 500 kina cash. All right. All right, this is it. To the rest of our participants, the Geru, members of the Geru Secondary School, members of the Tokrara School, members of Killer Secondary, thank you very much for participating. Unfortunately, you couldn't win tonight, but I'm sure there'll be many chances in the future where you could get onto this show and win. But one thing I'm sure you have won tonight and taken away are knowledge, a bag of knowledge that you have learned from this show that will help you in your studies to make you become a successful person in the future. All right, so on behalf of our sponsors, the National Department of Education, Big Rooster, Kundutu, we, the TTQ team, would like to wish all of you viewers out there a very big good night, and we say thank you so much for sticking around, and you're looking forward to 2014. Our show has just begun, and I'm sure you'll be back same time next week on this station to watch the next round of episode. Until then, from all of us here, we say a very good night to you. Bye-bye for now.